Every year, over 700 million pounds of mustard are consumed around the world, and not one drop gets there by accident. You've seen it everywhere, on shelves, tables, and hot dogs. But behind that yellow mustard? A global supply chain, ancient chemistry, and the power to turn 10 million seeds into one bottle. This is factory processes, and today we're diving deep into one of the world's boldest condiments. From microscopic seeds to stainless steel mixers spinning at 165 miles an hour, this is the story of mustard, made at scale. You might think of mustard as simple, but like most everyday things, once you peek behind the label, it's anything but. Growing and harvesting. It all begins with a seed, smaller than a grain of rice, but powerful enough to flavor a nation. Mustard plants are part of the Brassica family, relatives of cabbage and broccoli, but the real magic lies inside the seeds. There are two main types: yellow mustard, known for its mild flavor, and brown mustard, which packs a spicier punch. Each tiny seed is loaded with sinigrin, the compound behind mustard's sharp, nose-tingling kick. These tiny powerhouses thrive in cool, open landscapes. In fact, over 500,000 acres in Western Canada are devoted to mustard farming. Just 2 pounds of seed can cover an entire baseball field, proof that potency comes in small packages. Modern tractors make planting feel like choreography. With seeds and fertilizer riding in separate bins, they shoot through air tubes and land in shallow, firm soil. Precision farming at its finest. A few days later, the first green shoots emerge. Give it sun, and soon those fields turn into a sea of green. By midsummer, that green bursts into gold as the plants bloom with bright yellow flowers. Soon after, the flowers curl into pods, each one packed with mustard seeds, nature's version of flavor capsules. When the pods turn brown, harvest begins. Massive combine harvesters roll through, slicing stalks and collecting seeds up top, while scattering plant remnants back into the soil to enrich the next cycle. The harvested seeds are loaded into grain carts, hauled to farm silos, and then shipped by train to U.S. processing plants. There, they're stored in towering industrial silos, each capable of holding up to 200,000 pounds, waiting to begin their transformation from seed to sauce. Cleaning and soaking. Before flavor even enters the chat, there's a cleanup. The seeds pass through vibrating screens that sift out dirt, tiny stones, stems, basically anything that's not mustard. It's the first quality checkpoint, and it matters. Then comes steeping, a 3-hour soak where the seeds absorb water, swell up, and awaken a powerful enzyme called myrosinase. This is the secret behind that signature mustard heat that hits you right in the nose. Grinding. Now comes the most delicate part of the process, grinding. But here's the twist. No heat allowed. Instead of high-heat machines, this step relies on traditional stone mills, made from granite or flint. Like a giant mortar and pestle, they crush the seeds slowly, preserving every bit of that spicy punch. The result? A cool, consistent paste that's bold, flavorful, and unmistakably mustardy. Every day, up to 170 tons of mustard are ground using this careful, time-tested technique, enough to flavor millions of meals worldwide. But we're not done yet. To reach that perfect silky texture, the mustard moves into precision high-speed grinders, engineered to stay cool even while spinning like jet engines. Mixing. Now softened, the seeds are ready to meet their flavor crew. White vinegar for tang, turmeric for that bold yellow glow, paprika for warmth, and salt to tie it all together. Everything is added in a golden ratio: 60% water, 20% vinegar, 15% mustard seeds, 5% spices. It's this precision that keeps yellow mustard smooth, balanced, and consistently crave-worthy. Then, it all heads into giant mixers. Inside, paddles spin at speeds up to 165 miles per hour, whipping the blend into a thick, velvety base. By the time the hour-long blend is done, the base has transformed from gritty-soaked seeds into something rich, uniform, and unmistakably mustard. These cooling systems are the unsung heroes. They keep the mix from overheating, because even a few extra degrees can dull that sharp flavor. What comes out is ultra-smooth, rich, and ready to become the mustard you know. No lumps, no grit, just pure, polished zing in every drop. It's the beginning of that familiar zing, built layer by layer. Resting and testing. Once it's silky smooth, the mustard takes a break, literally. It's pumped into massive stainless steel holding tanks where it gets time to rest, mellow, and settle. Low-speed mixers keep it gently moving, releasing trapped air and preventing oxidation. That's what keeps it golden instead of turning dull and brown. But just because the mustard's resting doesn't mean the team is. While it matures, each batch heads to the lab for testing. Think of it like a final exam for flavor, texture, and chemistry. Does it taste just right? Is the pH where it should be? Is the texture smooth enough to pass the squeeze bottle test? One last hurdle: the smoothness check. No particle can be bigger than 0.01 inch, basically smaller than a grain of salt. If it fails, back to the grinders for a quick tune-up. Even the grinding stones get adjusted if needed, because when it comes to mustard, every detail counts. And so it rests, not just to wait, but to become. A blend of spice, patience, and precision, quietly preparing for its moment on your plate. Filling and packaging. You've seen it on hot dogs a million times, but here's the behind-the-scenes moment. Bottling mustard at lightning speed. We're talking 300 bottles per minute, filled with clockwork precision. Each one is filled, capped, and sealed in one smooth motion, like a choreographed dance. Flavor meets form in under a second. At full capacity, this factory churns out over 100,000 gallons of mustard a day, enough to fill a small swimming pool or supply an army of hot dogs. But speed means nothing without accuracy. That's where the vision system kicks in. Think of it like airport security for bottles. Each bottle is scanned from top to bottom. Fill level, checked. Cap secure, confirmed. Bottle shape, spot on. If it's off by even a hair, it gets flagged for correction. Here's the wild part. One worker, just one, can oversee the entire system, 112,000 bottles per shift. That's some serious mustard multitasking. And just like that, pallets fill up fast, ready to ship off to kitchens, ballparks, and backyard grills everywhere. Nutritional benefits. Surprising but true, mustard is one of the healthiest condiments in your fridge. Packed with flavor, yet practically calorie-free, it's a rare find in the world of sauces. That bold yellow squiggle? It packs flavor without packing on the guilt. A single teaspoon of yellow mustard contains virtually 0 calories, no fat, and absolutely no cholesterol. Unlike ketchup, which often hides sugar, or mayo, loaded with fat, mustard stays clean and lean. It's the MVP for anyone watching calories or cutting back on processed oils. And it's not just what's missing. Mustard's core ingredients, like turmeric and vinegar, come with some real perks. Turmeric is known for its anti-inflammatory properties. Vinegar can aid digestion and help balance blood sugar. Even mustard seeds themselves are packed with antioxidants. That means every squeeze isn't just adding flavor. It's adding a little nutritional boost, whether you're watching your weight, managing cholesterol, or just looking to eat cleaner. Not bad for something that's been sitting in your fridge door all this time, right? Mustard in culture and curiosities. Mustard. Bright, bold, and a total sleeper hit in the health department. It's virtually fat-free, calorie-free, and cholesterol-free. That's right, flavor without the baggage. It brings the zing without the guilt. In Chicago, ketchup on a hot dog is borderline blasphemy. But mustard? Mustard reigns supreme. It's the signature streak on a true Chicago dog, right up there with sport peppers and neon relish. Tucked away in Middleton, Wisconsin, the National Mustard Museum is basically the Louvre for mustard lovers. It houses over 6,000 jars from more than 70 countries, from lavender mustard to cranberry Dijon. It's proof that mustard is more than a condiment. It's a global obsession. And then there's the record breakers. At one hot dog festival, they served up over 1,500 pounds of mustard in one go. That's enough to coat a football field, or at least feed an army of hot dog fans. Believe it or not, some folks swear by mustard as a home remedy. Muscle cramps? Rub some on? Burn on your hand? Slather it. DIY face mask? Yep, that too. While the science is questionable, the creativity is undeniably real. So the next time you grab that yellow bottle, remember, it's not just a topping. It's a time traveler, a health hero, and a pop culture icon. Not flashy, but essential, just like the cookout memories it helps create. Who knew that something as simple as mustard could have such a wild global story? From ancient remedies and royal kitchens to emoji fame and Guinness records, it's more than a condiment. It's culture in a bottle. So the next time you squiggle mustard on a hot dog or spot that bright yellow bottle at a picnic, remember, behind that little zigzag is a journey of seeds, science, and serious tradition. If this deep dive made you look at mustard in a whole new way, hit that like button and subscribe. Up next, we're exploring the sweet side of things. Think, the surprising science of chocolate. And we want to hear from you. Are you loyal to yellow, passionate for spicy brown, or strictly Dijon only? Drop your go-to mustard in the comments and let the great condiment debate begin.